KCAL News, Los Angeles.
And right now at 6 o'clock, a deadly fight in a McDonald's drive-thru. What witnesses say led to gunshots in East Hollywood.
Plus, a wedding crasher crime. Police arresting 2 suspects accused of stealing from a bride and groom at their wedding reception.
And all eyes are on Powerball tonight. The rush for tickets with $1.8 billion up for grabs. Welcome into KCAL News at 6 on CBS Los Angeles. I'm Hunter Sowards.
And I'm Jasmine Veal. We're also streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. We begin tonight, though, with some breaking news. 2 officers are being treated for potential fentanyl exposure in Van Nuys. SkyCal over the scene here on Van Nuys Boulevard. It shows an ambulance on scene and now leaving the scene. And this happened near or at a McDonald's parking lot, we're told. The Los Angeles Fire Department confirmed they are also responding to the reports of this fentanyl exposure. We saw 1 officer being transported by ambulance there to a hospital. They were wheeled into the emergency room on a stretcher. There's no word on their conditions. We'll keep you posted.
Some more breaking news for you tonight. Did you feel it? A magnitude 3.5 earthquake in the San Gabriel Mountains, about 6 miles north of Laverne. It apparently struck at around 5:15. No reports of any damage or injuries.
And our other top story tonight, arrests made in a wedding heist.
That's right. Police arresting 2 men accused of stealing a gift box filled with thousands of dollars during a wedding reception in Glendale. KCAL News reporter Zach Boetto live for us there outside that venue with what police found after tracking down the suspects now a week later. Zach, what are you learning?
Well, Hunter Jasmine, good evening, rather. Glendale police finding more than just checks and cash while taking these suspects into custody. We're talking guns, drugs, and an all-black outfit, which looks like the one which one of these suspects wore during this wedding heist. Police say the men in this video, seen snatching a gift collection box from a wedding in Glendale, then speeding away, have been arrested.
That's awesome.
Wow,
oh, that made
awesome.
me so happy. Okay, good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sergeant Jose Barajas with the Glendale Police Department says Armin Shirahini on the left was the man who stole the gift box, and Andranik Avitesian on the right was the getaway driver. Barajas says these surveillance videos from the wedding venue were pivotal in helping detectives track down the men responsible, and they found more than the gifts at the suspect's residence.
When we did arrest these males, they were found with several guns, lots of narcotics, not good guys from what it seems, so we're happy to take them off the street.
$10,000 in cash, over 20 checks made out to the bride and groom, plus guns, drugs, and an all-black outfit similar to the one the suspect wore while stealing the gift box. Barajas says they don't know of any connections between the wedding party and the suspects, and they still don't know of a motive for the crime. But he says the men arrested have no prior criminal history.
We don't know of any connection. We don't know if this couple was specifically targeted. Like I said, there's various banquet halls throughout Glendale, weddings every single weekend, so they could have just looked at the venue itself and picked that one. They just happened to be the couple that was picked.
This newly engaged couple who we met outside of the scene of the crime says they're thinking about picking this venue for their wedding too. After hearing about the heist on the news this week and finding out about the arrests, they're hopeful that this could be the venue they choose for their wedding, and they already have a game plan to keep their gifts safe.
We just thought we would have to secure it better when it comes time for our wedding, you know. Empty the box out every hour, make sure an uncle or aunt keeps an eye on it, you know, just so that way you know you're secure, you know, or else it could happen to anyone.
In a statement tonight, the bride and groom say, while this incident was deeply unsettling, we are grateful that it has brought out the kindness and solidarity of the entire community. This was meant to be one of the happiest days of our lives, and despite what happened, we continue to hold on to the joy of celebrating with our loved ones. Tonight, charges against those suspects are still pending. Jasmine, Hunter.
All right, Zach, thank you for that update. Happening right now, lane closures on the 405 as Caltrans crews continue their weekend-long repaving project. Let's go to SkyCal now live over these lane closures. So crews are repaving the road between Santa Monica Boulevard and just north of Sunset Boulevard. The freeway is reduced now to 3 lanes in each direction, and the Santa Monica and Sunset Boulevard on-ramps are closed. This work is all part of a $143 million 405 project between Van Nuys and Westwood, right along the Sepulveda Pass. And the work, it wraps up Monday morning at 5 a.m., but it will continue in 2 weeks. So these closures will continue every 2 weeks for the next 6 months or so.
All right, while we track that for you, we've got this new at 6. Crews are gaining the upper hand on a fire burning in Lake Elsinore. Now, this is the Crump Fire. It started this afternoon at Riverside Street and Highway 74, burned about 55 acres, and is now 20% contained. CAL FIRE says that fire crews have been able to stop the forward progress. Of course, good news. There are some evacuation orders, though, still in place.
Fire crews are also making progress on the pyrite fire in Harupa Valley. CAL FIRE says this fire is now 15% contained. It sparked yesterday evening at Granite Hill Drive and Pyrite Street, just north of the 60 freeway. So it's burned about 425 acres. Evacuation orders for homes nearby have been downgraded to warnings. Hot and dry, though, this weekend. We are in the middle of fire season, and yet definitely hot.
Oh, my goodness. It's been so hot. Meteorologist Olga Ospina has been tracking, of course, what those fire crews are up against, Olga, as we're looking at yet another warm weekend.
We are looking at another warm weekend. The good news is temperatures are going to start cooling down, and relief is in sight. Today, though, it was another hot one. So, yes, those dry conditions and, of course, not the best conditions for fires already existing. Numbers not just in the 90s, but some triple digits for places like Chino this afternoon into Palm Springs as well, and plenty of 90s. As we take a look outside, we are still warm this evening at the 6 o'clock hour, feeling low 90s through parts of the Antelope Valley and into the LA Basin, feeling some upper 70s for Beverly Hills, still in the low 90s in Woodland Hills into Van Nuys. Orange County, you're mostly in the 80s, but a few low 90s still sticking around for Orange into Lake Mission Viejo. And as we head into the Inland Empire, we are in the 80s and in the 90s for you. Palm Springs still in the triple digits, mild in Big Bear at 68 degrees. Temperatures, though, are going to start cooling down. I have that for you coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. Thanks so much, Olga. Now to this one, a deadly shooting outside of a McDonald's in East Hollywood. It happened around 3:30 this morning near Romaine Street and Western Avenue. 2 people were shot. One of them died. The other is expected to be okay. Witnesses say it all started with an argument in the drive-thru.
All we seen was a fender bender happen. In front of us was just the red car was fighting with the gray car. One guy was getting punched. The other guy shot back in self-defense.
Video from the scene shows police handcuffing and arresting a 21-year-old suspect. Now, police have not said what charges they are facing. Well, the LAPD has reportedly stopped providing security to former Vice President Kamala Harris. The LA Times reports the department removed officers from the security assignment after criticism from within the LAPD, saying that those officers were being pulled away from crime-fighting efforts. Vice presidents typically receive Secret Service protection for 6 months after they leave office, but President Biden extended that to 18 months. However, President Trump rescinded her Secret Service detail on September 1st. In a statement to KCAL News, Mayor Karen Bass saying, quote, "The plan was always to provide temporary support, and I thank LAPD for protecting former VP Harris." And the board of directors of the Los Angeles Police Protective League also responding, the union representing the LAPD officers blasting the decision to protect Harris, putting out this statement. It reads, "Every now and then common sense prevails, and we are happy to report that the Metro officers assigned to protect the multimillionaire failed presidential candidate are back on the street fighting crime."
Oh, lottery fever heating up. Tonight's Powerball drawing is happening in less than 2 hours. So the grand prize up for grabs, $1.8 billion. All right, and let's get right out to our Lauren Posen, live in Altadena. Lauren, this is now the 2nd largest jackpot ever.
It's a lot of money on the line, Jasmine, and that's why so many people here are waiting in line trying to get their hands on hopefully a lucky ticket. This actually is a very lucky spot. You might remember back in 2022 here at Joe's Service Center, a player won the biggest Powerball jackpot ever, a staggering $2.4 billion. Lottery hopefuls are chasing the same magic, hoping to strike it rich. Tickets cost just $2, and some players are going all in, spending hundreds of dollars. Others are playing more conservative, buying one ticket and hoping for the best. Now, while the line to buy was out the door here, that's not stopping anyone from waiting.
I had second thoughts, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to leave, and then this will be the place that sells a ticket.
Have a lot of winners here, so I'm actually visiting from St. Louis, Missouri, so this is a long trip for me, so hopefully I brought some luck to her.
It's good if I win, but if I don't, it wasn't worth a quarter. I'm going to keep playing until I win.
And another hot spot for lottery hopefuls is over in Hawthorne at Bluebird Liquor. This is what it looked like there earlier, the line out the door for the second largest jackpot in U.S. history. Now, remember, you don't have to win the jackpot to get a big prize. Smaller prizes can also be worth up to $1 million or more. But really, everyone's got their eye on the big one. And so before playing, many players rub the lucky bird next to the cash register.
Pay off the mortgage on the house and start traveling. That's it. Enjoy life. Take care of family. All the friends that need us will be there.
No, just I hope I win. I guess it all depends on how much it is, you know, but probably a house for sure.
So I checked with lottery officials and I asked them, what are the chances of someone winning a lucky ticket here in California? I've got good news and I think even better news. They said that it's actually equal across the board with all the states playing, but here's where we have the advantage. We have more players that play here in California, so our odds are better. You have up until 7 o'clock to get your tickets, and the drawing is at 8. Reporting live in Altadena, Lauren Posen, KCAL News.
Still, those odds are 1 in 292 million. Keep that in mind.
But you're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance.
A little bit. Like we said, we take $1 million. Okay.
Yeah, we'll take it.
All right, Lauren, good luck. Ahead here at 6. Local lawmakers are taking on rooster regulation, the crackdown on cockfighting right here in California.